Section 1 of the Iliad for Boys and Girls. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Lizzie Driver. The Iliad for Boys and Girls by Alfred J. Of how the war with Troy began. Once upon a time there was a certain king of Sparta, who had a most beautiful daughter, Helen by name. There was not a prince in Greece but wished to marry her. The king said to them, "Now, you must all swear that you will be good friends with the man whom my daughter shall choose for her husband, and that if anyone is wicked enough to steal her away from him, you will help him get her back." And this they did. Then the fair Helen chose a prince, whose name was Menelaus, brother of Agamemnon, who reigned in Mycenae, and was the chief of all the kings of Greece. After a while Helen's father died, and her husband became king of Sparta. The two lived happily together, till there came to Sparta a young prince, Paris by name, who was son of Priam, king of Troy. This Paris carried off the fair Helen, and with her much gold and many precious stones. Menelaus and his brother Agamemnon sent to the princes of Greece and said, "Now you must keep your oath and help us to get back the fair Helen." So they all came to a place called Aulis, with many ships and men. Others also who had not taken the oath came with them. The greatest of these chiefs were these: Diomed, son of Tydeus, Ajax the greater and Ajax the less, and Teucer the archer, who was brother of Ajax the greater, Nestor, who was the oldest man in the world, the wise Ulysses, Achilles, who was the bravest and strongest of all the Greeks, and with him his dear friend Patroclus. For 9 years the Greeks besieged the city of Troy, but they could not break through the walls, and as they had been away from their homes for all this time, they came to be in great want of food and clothes and other things. So they left part of the army to watch the city, and with part they went about and spoiled other cities. Thus came about the great quarrel of which I am now going to tell. End of how the war with Troy began. Section 2 of the Iliad for Boys and Girls. This is a LibriVox recording. All LibriVox recordings are in the public domain. For more information or to volunteer, please visit LibriVox.org. Recording by Lizzie Driver. The Iliad for Boys and Girls by Alfred J. The Quarrel. The Greeks took the city of Chrysae and divided the spoils among the chiefs. To Agamemnon they gave a girl named Chryseis, who was the daughter of the priest of Apollo, the god who was worshipped in the city. Then the priest came bringing much gold, with which he wished to buy back his daughter. First of all he went to Agamemnon and his brother, then to the other chiefs, and begged them to take the gold and give him back the girl. "So," he said, "may the gods help you take the city of Troy and bring you back safe to your homes." All the other chiefs were willing, but Agamemnon cried, "Away with you, old man! Do not linger here now, and do not come again, or it will be the worse for you, though you are a priest. As for your daughter, I will carry her back with me when I have taken Troy." So the old man went out in great fear and trouble, and he prayed to Apollo to help him. And Apollo heard him. Very angry was the god that his priest should suffer such things, and he came down from his palace on the top of the mountain Olympus. He came as night comes across the sky, and his arrows rattled terribly as he went. Then he began to shoot, and his arrows carried death, first to the dogs and the mules, and then to the men. For 9 days the people died, and on the 10th day Achilles called an assembly. When the Greeks were gathered together he stood up in the middle and said, "Surely it would be better to go home than to stay here and die. Many are slain in battle, and still more are slain by the plague. Let us ask the prophets why it is that Apollo is angry with us." Then Calchas the prophet stood up. "You wish to know why Apollo is angry? I will tell you. But first you must promise to stand by me, for King Agamemnon will be angry when he hears what I shall say."
Sample complete. Ready to continue?